In this video, I'll demonstrate how to connect water level probes to a 220-volt auto control box. Warning: make sure to turn off or disconnect the power source before connecting a float switch or water level probes to the automatic control box. Inside the packaging box of controller, you'll find 3 level probes. I have already extended the level probes with some 3-core cable. Let's begin by removing the lid from the control box. Next, we will feed the water probe cable through the gland into the control box. Make sure that about 60 millimeters of the outer insulation is removed from the level probe wire. I have the level probe set up so that the lowest probe or common probe is connected to the blue common wire. The middle probe or low level probe is connected to black wire, and the high level probe is connected to brown wire. On the circuit board just to the right of the motor terminal connector block, there is a level probe connector block with 3 connections marked 1, 2, and 3. I will remove the insulation from the 3 level probe wires. Let's begin by inserting the blue wire from the common probe into the terminal connector at the position marked 1 and fasten the screw. Next, we can insert the black wire or the low level probe wire into the terminal connector at the position marked 2. Then we can fasten the screw. Finally, we can take the brown wire from the high water level probe and insert it into the terminal connector at the position marked 3. Now we can fasten the screw at position 3. We are connecting these water level probes to turn off the pump as soon as the tank is full of water, and then automatically turn on the pump again when the water in the tank drains to just below the low level water probe. We need to set the dip switches at the bottom right of the control box circuit board, both to the off position. Both switches will be switched to the down position, if not already there. Now I'll go ahead and put the lid of the control box back into place. We can now plug in control box. It's very important to note that if the control box is in manual mode, it will ignore the inputs from the water level probes and only switch the pump on and off when the start or stop buttons are pushed. We can see that this control box is currently in manual mode. It can be switched to auto mode by pressing the orange mode button once. The auto indicator will be displayed at the bottom right of the control box screen. In auto mode, the control box will switch according to the water level relating to the water level probes. If the water reaches a high water level probe, the pump will be switched off. When the water level in the tank drops below the low level water probe, the pump will be switched on. When the tank is full again and the water reaches a high level water probe, the pump will be turned off. Connection of the water level probes is now complete for filling a water tank. The working of the water level probes can also be reversed to switch the pump on when a reservoir reaches a high level water probe, and then turn the pump off when the reservoir drains enough so that the water is below the low level water probe. To make this change, we will begin by unplugging the control box. Next, we can remove the control box lid. Now we can simply switch dip switch 2 to the up or on position. Let's screw on the control box lid again. Then plug in the control box. In auto mode, the control box will switch according to the water level. If the water is below the low level probe, the pump will be switched off. When the water level in the reservoir rises above the high water level probe, the pump will be started. If the water drops below the low water level probe again, the pump will be switched off. The connection of the water level probes is now complete for pumping out of a reservoir.